Hello, welcome to Certified Jams. Today we're talking about the song Jane Says by Jane's Addiction, and I'm going to tell you why it's a certified jam. I'm gonna get Oh man, so good. All right, so Jane's Addiction. When I think about Jane's Addiction and I think about this song, it makes me really sad for a couple of reasons. First of all, this song is a very sad song. Brings me back to a very specific time in my life, immediately brings me back there and sort of makes me feel the same feelings that I was feeling at the time. But it also makes me sad just because of what Jane's Addiction has become. At one point, they were just the coolest band. One of my favorites, when their first like major record, Ritual de lo Habitual, came out. It's a masterpiece. It was so interesting, so unique. They were such a cool band. This record is amazing. And then over the years, they sort of just devolved into this like weird, like reality TV sort of version of themselves. And like, I think fame and like money and all of these things sort of really tore the band apart and sort of turned them into something that was not cool at all. And it's a real shame because they were at one point an amazing, amazing band. So this song, Jane Says, is from the record Nothing Shocking, which came out in 1998. I was in my early 20s. It had a huge impact on me. This song, like I said, when I hear it, it brings me right back to that time. I love it so much. I got the chance to see them live in Vancouver. I think it was in 2001. And it was an amazing show. And we were right at the back of the Coliseum. So we had terrible seats. We were like the opposite end of the stage of this giant Coliseum. And then about halfway through the show, all the lights went dim. And for about 10 minutes, the crowd just sort of sat there wondering what was going on. And then all of a sudden, right in front of us, these spotlights shone down on this little stage. And they were standing there with just sort of their acoustic instruments. And they jumped into Jane Says. And it was just like one of the best live music moments I've ever had. This song features kettle drums, which is really unique. And Stephen Perkins, the drummer, plays them. And it just adds like such an interesting sound to the song. Yeah, it's really unique. It's a very simple, basic song. It's basically like two chords for most of it, just acoustic guitar, vocals, and then these kettle drums. And it really stands out because no other Jane's Addiction song sounds like this. So if you listen to this song and you think you know what Jane's Addiction is, you don't, because they have so many different sort of sounding songs. Most of their songs are kind of heavier, lots of electric guitars, sort of lead like solos and amazing drums and like really powerful vocals. And this song is not like that at all. It's definitely got powerful vocals, but there's really no percussion other than the kettle drums and just this like really beautiful, sad sort of tone. I think the song is about a friend of Perry Farrell, the lead singer, who he lived with at one point, who was addicted to heroin. I think the song's about her kind of loosely. Anyways, really interesting. I think there's 3 versions of this song that are out there. There's an original live version, which was on their first record, which was like an EP, I think, or a live EP. Then this version, which was on Nothing Shocking, which was like a major label record. And then they released another live version on a record called Kettle Whistle many years after this. That is also very cool. It's kind of got this like drum loop. Anyways, they're all really great, but this song here to me is the definitive version, and it's the one that I am going to listen to today. All right, let's go.
Jane says, I'm done with Sergio. You treat me like a rag doll. She hides the television. Said I don't know him nothing about it. Oh, he come back again. Tell him, oh, wait right here for me. Oh, try again tomorrow. I'm gonna kick tomorrow. I'm gonna kick tomorrow.
Oh man, so beautiful. So yeah, you can really hear how powerful Perry Farrell's voice is. Like, it's really sort of what sets Jane's Addiction apart is his voice. And in this song, it's just like a perfect example of how powerful it is. And then, yeah, I love too how it's like so, like the arrangement and the instrumentation is so sparse, but they're still creating like a really interesting groove. It's very percussive. It's just the acoustic guitar, and then there's like a subtle bass kind of just like creating this groove. And then the kettle drums are sort of just floating over top of it. Yeah, it's really great. Let's keep going.
Jane says, have you seen my wig around? I feel naked without it. She knows they all want her to go, but that's okay, man. She don't like them anyway. Jane says I'm going away to Spain when I get my money saved. Gonna start tomorrow. I'm gonna kick tomorrow. I'm gonna kick tomorrow.
Oh man, so good.
Well, she get mad and she starts to cry. She take a swing, man. She can't help. She don't mean no harm. She just don't know what else to do about it.
I love songs that are simple in their sort of arrangement and instrumentation, but then the melody, the vocal melody, is doing like all the heavy lifting. And this is a perfect example of that, where like it's such a simple song, but his vocal melody is just like he's not just repeating the same thing, he's not singing the same notes, he's very much like taking us on like a journey with the melody and different like dynamics. Like his voice it's percussive in some spots, it's sort of floating in others. Yeah, it's just like a really great example of how like dynamic and interesting vocal melodies can really like make a difference in a song, obviously.
Jane goes to the store at 8. She walks up on St. Andrews. She waits and gets her dinner there. She pulls her dinner from her pocket. Jane says, I ain't never been in love. I don't know what it is. She only knows if someone wants her.
You have to listen really closely, but there are a bunch of different vocal harmonies going on. That's just Perry Farrell singing over top of the main melody. And they're really subtle and sort of pulled back in the mix, but they're adding like so much texture. Yeah, it's really interesting. You really have to listen for it though.
I want 'em if they want me. I only know they want me. She gets mad and she starts to cry. She takes a swing, man. She can't help. She don't mean no harm. She just don't know what else to do about it. Jane says, Jane
Cool little bass lead. Beautiful, beautiful song. Makes me so sad to listen to it. Yeah, anyways, at one point, Jane's Addiction were like the coolest band. Their first record, Ritual de lo Habitual, masterpiece, so good. And then this record, Nothing Shocking, so good. They've had a few other releases with some great songs over the years, but the first two records are sort of what stands out. And then, yeah, they just sort of like have been really volatile. They've broken up, they've gotten back together, they've broken up, they've gotten back together. And then like the individual members, like Dave Navarro, the guitar player, super talented guy, at one point was super cool, and then just sort of like, I don't know, fame, I think, just sort of like changed him. He married Carmen Electra. He was a reality TV star, which was super uncool. Although at one point he did a stint as the guitar player for the Red Hot Chili Peppers, and they released one record with him. It was called One Hot Minute, and it was a cool record. Like, it's a really different sort of like, a really different sound than the regular Chili Peppers sound, but it's a cool record. It kind of stands out, and I still listen to it from time to time. So that was cool. And then Perry Farrell has done a bunch of stuff. He's the guy that founded Lollapalooza, the big music festival, and he's released a bunch of different music over the years. But yeah, I think he's struggling with, it's either mental health or substance abuse, and I don't know what's going on, but... And then, yeah, Eric Avery, the bass player, same thing. He's had sort of different side projects over the years. Really cool musician, and yeah, they're overall were just like a really amazing band at one point. So anyways, I'd love to see them get their shit together and release new music. That would be amazing, but I don't know if that's ever going to happen. But we do have these old records, and this song is one of their best. I just think it's beautiful. And yeah, if you haven't dug into Jane's Addiction, I would recommend Ritual de la Habitual, which is their first record, and then this one, Nothing Shocking. Really, really great music. Anyways, thanks so much for checking this video out. I really appreciate it. If you like this song, chances are you'll probably like other videos and other songs I talk about. So check the channel out, subscribe, and like this video because it really helps. Yeah, I really appreciate you guys checking it out. Thanks very much.